Hello. I am sitting in sunny Carlsbad, right outside of San Diego, in my family's backyard, my aunt and uncle. Just setting the scene for you guys. It's gorgeous. So sunny and green here. And I'm fresh out of the shower, acai bowl in my belly, and took a super intense yoga class this morning. And I just want to use this opportunity to record because I've been doing this for a while now, and it's kind of like dwindled down since being out here, because since making the move to California, simply because I chose to agree with the enemy. And I smirk and giggle when I say that because it's still, I know in my heart it's true, and my mind's still trying to catch up to like that vocabulary. But I did. That's exactly what I did. I like got into this place of meeting new people and everyone asking you like, how's it going? And either like dramatically lying about it or talking to my loved ones who are asking me how it's going and dramatically like sinking deep with it, rather than just like sitting and being present in the moment and just like becoming aware of the situation. And I just have lately been trying to handle, well, not lately, how to properly handle things a while back before I kind of got into this like bit of a tornado zone. I like to handle things, and I'm successful when I handle things from like hovering above the situation. If I let myself like come low and like get amongst the situation, it tends to overwhelm me. And it's like I'm seeing everything at eye level, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to do this, 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 I have to be there, I have to be there. Like, I owe them money, I owe them money, I owe them money. Like, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. And my pocketbook ain't Oprah, and my staff is not of Oprah's. So I found that if I can just like be in a head and heart space that are aligned with just like the Lord, period, I can come at things from like above the situation, and I can look at everything that needs to get done, and it doesn't feel like it's like on my chest. And I want to transition these videos because I was having a moment last week where I just was not in a good space at all. The last 6 to 8 weeks have been super challenging, and prior to that it was kick ass. Like, it was a really good, I don't even know, like 6 months or so. And so I tumbled hard the last 6 to 8 weeks, and it sucks because it was like a really beautiful season of life, like a transition, and I just didn't make good choices. But I want to move forward with these videos because I got into this place where I was asking myself amongst the transition, like, why am I an entrepreneur? Why am I a small business owner? Am I even an entrepreneur? Like, I feel like I'm failing my business right now, but what defines failure? And I feel like I'm failing myself, yet I'm the judge, and I'm the person who's the creative, and I'm the person who takes action. So it's like I'm not giving myself any praise because I'm constantly like trying to make myself better and critique myself. It's a really hard space to get into, but one that all business owners, I would imagine, deal with. So as I continued to like sit with that, and I still continue to sit with that, I just kind of thought like, okay, I feel like I'm so scattered all over the place because when you're a small business owner, you have to do everything. You have to wear all the hats because you can't afford to have people do other things. And yes, I love my personal clients so much. I love taking someone and making them feel like a freaking rock star and like the best version of themselves and like have like the best closet. But what else? Like, what else? Like, what? That's not a gap that I'm filling. I'm just like using my skill set, and I'm too stubborn to work for a business and like an actual store, and I don't want to have to hit sales numbers, and I probably need that structure. But like, what is it that kind of sets me apart? Like, what am I doing this for? And I remember I like took myself back to when I first was starting my business. Actually, I hadn't even started it yet. I was still working for someone else in the similar industry. And it was about the empowerment. It was about self-love. It was about the individuality that I saw in my clients, and I got to uplift through the power of clothing and just creating their wardrobe for them and like their suit of armor. And I had remembered that back then I had this vision of doing this for like hosting like summer camps for younger girls, and it started to kind of like bring this life back to me and like this goal or this vision, and like, oh yeah, you're doing that with clients because you're good at it, you enjoy it, it makes money. Now this is what the money is going to be going towards. Like, here's a goal, because I'm not driven by money at all. Like, it's really bad, but I'm like, don't even care if my bills are late or things like that. It's just like, it's bad. Have been so removed from society that I'm not afraid of society. But with that being said, I need something that pushes me. And today in yoga class, which is why I'm sitting here recording and you're like, you're talking in circles, the instructor started the class with talking about the space between you wish you would have and what you wish you should be doing, and not just being content with where you are. And I always look back and I'm like, I wish I would have. I live with no regrets. I have maybe like a couple. But there's like some things in the past with my business where I'm like, I should have gotten started then. I should have done that then. I should have done that then. But I didn't. And rather than letting that weigh me down and then on the flip side of it, comparing myself to other people in similar industries and saying like, wow, look at them, blah, 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 word vomit. Just being like, where am I right now? It's a Monday morning. I got to do yoga with my aunt and then have acai bowls. And I'm sitting in the backyard in sunny San Diego, about to go work on my computer and knock out some client stuff and then have a super kick-ass photo shoot this afternoon with a brilliant photographer that's a dear friend, and for a store that I absolutely love back in Dallas, and all of their beautiful clothes. That's like Valentina, Oscar de Lindra, Prada. Like, I get to play dress up. Why am I being so hard on myself right now? Why can't I just sit and be content and be present? It's really hard. Why am I not sharing that how I got to this place to be content and be present was because I had to acknowledge those things of me being angry at myself for the things I missed in the past, and being angry already because I'm not fast enough forward. Like, who is being the judge of that? Like, me? What gives me the right to be the judge of that? And that all summed up in a beautiful box to just wrap this baby up is because I surrendered again to the Lord. And I have to. When I try to do things on my own, I just spiral out. It's too overwhelming. It's too much. I feel like a failure. I really do. And I internalize it because I'm so afraid to let people know that's how I feel. And I'm like such a sparkly person. I don't want people to think that I think I'm a failure. I don't want people to think I'm a failure. So I just internalize it and hide, and then you can imagine how good that is. So all of this to say is I hope these videos continue to encourage yourself, encourage you to be present in the current moment and be content with it. I used to hate the word content until about a couple hours ago. And I hope that you come to terms with the contentment that you have right now. And I hope you take a risk. This is a risk. Like, putting things out here like this is a risk. And I think life is beautiful when you have the freedom to live in your passions, but you have to be the person to motivate yourself, but you have to have your head and heart aligned with the Lord. It's really the only answer. And I know people can be overbearing about religion, people can be afraid about religion, but I just get excited. I'm just trying to encourage you point blank for you being you. I'm not trying to like convert or shove religion down your throat, but just know that I'm excited for you, and I'm excited for when the Lord comes barricading down on your heart and soul and you are open to it, because I believe every knee will bow. And I was so far gone, and I was such a naughty girl. And when he came tumbling in, I was, ooh, baby, I needed him. And it's really cool now when I have my little slip-ups and I get into my little funkety-funk places, and then I can just sit and I can be like, oh yeah, the Lord's there. His love is still there. He's always going to be there. Like, I don't have to be the judge. I don't have to like bear these burdens. Like, I can release it. And then it's like, oh. So I encourage you, my friends. Thanks for watching. I'll continue to encourage you. And who knows where the Lord's going to take this. But I'm excited.